Howdy guys, it just occurred to me that I haven't done Iron Maiden in a while, so I thought we'd look at Hallowed Be Thy Name today. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the first section. I want to start off with a big bend on 2 of the 3rd string. Then after that I bring it back to where we started and do a slight bend up and back with a bit of vibrato. Okay, after that I hit an open note on the 2nd string. Then I do this group of pull-offs, I think it's 6 times in a row. So I'm going 5, then pulling off to 3, and then pulling off to an open note on the 2nd string. So I got an open note and then 6 pull-offs of that little riff, and then I just play 5 at the end of that. Sort of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from the start of the section, from those bendy bits. Okay, then after that we go into this part. And a bit of slight action there. So what I'm doing here is another open note on the 2nd string, and then I'm doing a pull off from 8 to 5 and then an open note, and then from 7 to 5 and then an open note. Now I'm just sort of counting with a pulse sort of on the beat from when I hit the ring finger. So I'm going 8, 7, 8, 7, and altogether I want to do 12 pull off riffs or 3 groups of 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if that makes sense, you're just going 8, 7, 6 times each, or sort of 12 pull-off ideas together. So if we add the open note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then a slide at the end of that. So let's put the whole section together, a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's have a look at the 2nd section. I want to start with a slight bend, or a bit of a slide, and then a bit of a bend on 14 of the 3rd string. And then I play 12, 15, 12 on the 2nd. Then after that, I want to do a big bend on 15 of the 2nd string. Then I do this phrase 3 times in a row. So I'm going to do a hammer on from 12 to 15, pull off to 12, and then play 14 of the 2nd string. As I said before, we're going to do that 3 times. So all together. And then after that we work sort of just down a basic E minor pentatonic with some pull-offy things. So one more time, a little bit slower. Okay, then I do the next bit. So what I've got here is 2 pull-offs from 15 to 12, and then I hammer back to 15 and then pull off to 12. So it'll go, so sort of 2 pull-offs from the 15 note. So 15 to 12, hammer back to 15, pull off to 12. Okay, then a relatively similar idea on the 3rd string, but we're going from 14 to 12, working with that pentatonic. Okay, then the next one, what I do here is I play 14 to 12 on the 4th, hammer back to the 14, this is on the 4th string, and then I jump to 12 of the 3rd string. So I go, and after that I do a slide from 14 of the 5th string, just sort of out of that pentatonic, sort of go. Okay, then we go another sort of action slide back in. I do a big bend on 17 of the 2nd, and then when I bring it back down I do sort of a pretty aggressive psychotic vibrato there. Alright, let's try the whole thing thus far, and then we'll add the end to it. A little bit slower. Then I go this part, I kind of think of there's like a lead-in hammer on into a pull-off. So I do a hammer on from 15 to 17, and then I pull off, and then as soon as I hammer down to the 17 again, I want to do sort of a pull-off into a hammer 6 times in a row. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think of that as kind of a triplety idea. So you've kind of got 7, but I think of it as and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then after that I'm doing a big bend on 17 of the first string. So you've got the leading note and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put the whole thing together now from the start of the section a little slower. Look at the third section. I'm starting with a bend on 15 of the second string, and I chuck my pinky underneath to 15 of the first, and then I bring it down. So I bring the 15 bend down on the second string, pull off to 12, and then I play 14 of the third string. So all together a little slower. Okay, then after that I'm just working down the pentatonic. So I play 12 of the second and then play 14, 12 on the third. And then I play 14, 12 again, itchy nose, as a pull-off. So I go. And then after that, just vibratoing that 14 on the fourth. So the whole thing thus far a little slower. Okay, then we're working to this tapping thing. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I do a little lead-in thing with a hammer on from 10 to 14, so it goes, and then when I start on the beat, I'm kind of counting this from the tap and then doing a pull-off into a hammer on, so I'm going. So I've got the lead-in notes, which is 10 to 14 is a hammer, then I tap 17, pull off to the 10 and then hammer to 14, and then I do the same thing from 19, so to go. So I've got those 2 slow ones to start, and then after that it does 9 really quick ones. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all I was doing on the 9 group was just going 17, 19, 17, 19, 17, 19, 17, 19, and then the 17 again. Hope that added up to 9, but anyway, we've got 2 slow ones, 9 quick ones, which will end back on 17. And then after I finish that, I do a pull off to 10. So it'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then just that extra pull off to the 10 on the first string. So that's the whole section. Let's do it again from the start a little slower. This last section is quite tricky. I want to start from 12 of the first string. We're just going to do a lead-in note and then work up this pentatonic in triplets. Okay, so I've got that 12 note, and then I'm doing a pull off from 15 to 12 on the first, and then going to 15 to the second string. Then I jump back down to 12 of the first string and do a pull off from 15 to 12 on the second. So back to back. And after that we lead into the second string, and that goes 15 to 12 as a pull-off, and then I hit 14 of the third, then I jump back down to 12 of the thirds, 12 of the second string, and then a pull-off from 14 to 12. So I'll do that slowly. We got the 2 triplets at the start now. Now the next sort of the third and the fourth string, and the fourth and the fifth string rather, have the same relationship and ideas. So what I'm doing here is a pull off from 14 to 12 on the third string, and then hitting 14 of the fourth, jumping back down to 12 of the third string, and then a pull off from 14 to 12 on the fourth. Then we just bring that whole idea up a string to the fourth string, 14 to 12, and then 14 to the fifth, and then 12 of the fourth, and 14, 12 on the fifth. As you can see, if I play them back to back, it's exactly the same fingering, just up a string. Alright, let's do that with that single note on 12 of the first, and then work up that pentatonic. Okay, and then after that we work into this. What I'm doing here is a hammer on from 12 to 14 on the 5th and also the same on the 4th. Okay, then I hit 12 of the 3rd string and I do a bend up and back on 14 of the 3rd string, and then I pull off to 12 and then hit 14 of the 4th. So all together. Let's go from that 12 of the 1st string again. We'll work up the pentatonic and then add that little hammer-on-y phrase at the end. Hopefully that's making sense. Now I want to have a look at the tap section now. It goes something like this. What I want to do is not think about the left hand just yet and just concentrate on the taps. So it's going to be pretty silly sounding, but this is what I want us to work on. Not very metal, is it? Anyway, the ideas that we're working with there, the tap will go 20, 19, 20, 19. And the next bit goes 17, 19, 17, 15. And the last chunk goes 14, 15, 14. Okay. What we're going to do is kind of borrow the timing ideas, I guess, from the previous tap phrase. But we had another part where we had this sort of lead-in hammer-on. So this one's going to have the same idea, except we're going to do a hammer-on from 10 to 12. And then as soon as I hit the tap on 20, I'm going to pull off to the pointer finger and then hammer the ring down. So we've got the lead-in notes, and then we're just going to do exactly what we did on the other one, where we do the tap, pull off to the pointer and hammer to the ring. So we've got the lead-in. Now on this last bit, when I go 14, 15, 14, it's a little bit different. On that final 14, I just refrain from doing that hammer on with the ring finger, so it'll go. So all together. Leaving out that last hammer on, and then to finish it off, I've got a bendy vibrato thing on 15 to the 2nd string, and then I slide that over to 19. And give that 19 a bit of a vibrato on the 2nd string as well. So let's try that whole section again a little bit slower. And that's the Hallowed Be Thy Name solo. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you've got any requests or ideas, send them my way, and I'll catch you guys real soon.